This is a true fact about men. Men are never unsure about being interested in a woman. It's like, are you sure you're addicted to crack? Like it's when you're addicted to crack. Okay, it's pretty obvious to you and everybody. But when somebody is not interested in you, there's always questions that need to be answered, and there's always a niche that you need to scratch. When somebody is sure about you, there is a certainty in your mind, a calmness to your spirit that reflects outward in a calm state of mind where you're not asking whether or not he likes you, where you don't have that weird feeling in your stomach. So today we're going to be reacting to a video that talks about that, because I believe a lot of people are going through that right now. It's the holiday season. It's when people are getting dumped, kicked to the curb, put on the side, put to the back burner. And a lot of relationships go down in the New Year's. Like a lot of them get broken up. And that's why it's usually the most busiest time of the years around this season. So we're gonna be reacting. We're gonna be reacting to these videos. And don't forget, we're having 60% off all of our courses using the coupon code MINDFUL, and 30% off working with me one-on-one using the coupon code MINDFUL, and that's only to the end of the month. Okay, a lot of you guys have purchased it. I am really happy that my videos and my courses have helped you guys, because at the end of the day, that's the purpose of this channel. Okay, so let's begin with the video.
And you still gotta ask yourself, man, like, what are we doing? Like, what are we? Like, is this something serious? Is
Let's start
this
this all over again.
your real interest is not confusing. Like, there's nothing puzzling about it. Like, if you're dealing with a man and y'all been rocking for an extended period of time, and you still gotta ask yourself, man, like, what are we doing? Like, what are we? Like, is this something serious? Is this
Well,
like,
this
is
is the
this a
thing.
bunch of
Is
question
that
marks?
what I believe, whenever you're in a situation and that question arises, you weren't conscious of it, right? But a part of you was noticing there was something off. Your conscious mind wasn't, but it was your unconscious. Your unconscious was aware that something was off. And then one day you wake up and you notice that there's a weird feeling of insecurity that you have in regard to this relationship. Well, the thing is that your unconscious is always making connections. And just like serendipity, just like our minds are always making connections, and the good ideas come to consciousness, arise from the sea of unconsciousness into consciousness, your mind also comes, your unconscious mind also comes to conclusions about the relationship, but it doesn't tell you that the guy is not good for you. What it does is that it only gives you a feeling of uncertainty. It gives you a sense of something's going on here. It's an abstract feeling that you have to decode. And the level of description that no, the level of decoding and how accurate that decoding is based on how in touch with reality are you. It's based on how willing are you to walk away. It's also based on how much are you suffering, and also how much tolerance do you have for suffering, how much clarity do you have in your mind. All of those things are gonna dictate how you gonna decode that abstract signal from your unconscious, because the unconscious gives you a hunch. There's something off about this. And if you're in denial, if you're not willing to walk away, you're never going to decode it right.
What's in your head after you've been dealing with a man for an extended period of time? That's your answer.
It says sometimes confusion is your answer. Exactly. When somebody likes you, it's obvious. Even Stevie Wonder could tell he likes you. When somebody doesn't like you, it's not obvious.
He wants nothing long term with you. Because when a man is interested in you, like, he's gonna make it known that he's interested.
And the reason why he's going to make it known is because of insecurity. He wants you to know that I want you, and I like ya, and I want ya. All right? Oh, Father Alex, I know where that's from. That's a little fucking disrespectful. Right?
He's gonna implement boundaries. He gonna start talking in terms of we and us.
We.
He gonna start moving like he's headed towards something long term.
It's like a dick. It's like a pit. It's like dicks are shaped as torpedoes. It's one direction. Just straightforward. He knows what he wants. Ladies and gentlemen, deep desire causes a clarity of mind and a clarity of your decision making. When you want something really badly, your decisions and your patterns, like they take on almost like a vertical one-way direction type of route. But when you don't know what you want, when when you don't have deep desire for something, you're always back and forth. One day you want to do this, the next day you want to do that. And when you're on the receiving end of that, you feel confusion. Like I was in that situation with this dumbass girl try to put me in between her and her freaking long hair, feminist looking boyfriend, right? Ex-boyfriend. Try to put me in between him to the point where he started showing up at my place. And I'm like, motherfucker, like keep your girl. Keep your girl. I forgot about telling you about that part, people, is that he owed her money. Not only was he homeless, but he owed her money and she took him in. Jesus Christ. What a dumbass I was. And all of that vacillating between seeing me and her boyfriend manipulating me and making me feel like what's going on, that confusion, like he said, the confusion. Ladies and gentlemen, when somebody likes you, there will be no confusion. Unless they have multiple personalities, there's going to be no confusion about that. And I just wish people could just walk around with their mental diagnostic, like their names and fucking...
And something that's inclusive when it comes to you. But if you still bringing up the subject of a relationship and he get distant or he get shady or he get,
starts coughing,
a bit unclear, that's your answer right there.
And the problem is that when that happens, when this situation happens, like literally what he said about him vacillating, what that's gonna do is it's not gonna bring you answers because you don't want that answer. You have a bias. You want to hear a certain answer. What that does is just brings confusion. It's almost like your brain malfunctions because you're like, brain malfunction. It can't be. It'd be like, oh my God, I don't think he brain malfunction. I can't accept that. You start going Terminator mode and shit, right? And that happens because your brain is in denial. It doesn't want to accept the truth. You know, some people some people's denial is so deep that thinking about it just causes pain. So what the brain does is that rather than give you that rejection, that pain, it gives you confusion as a way to avoid the inevitable answer. Now, there's another video relating to that I want to check out. It's also him.
Hey, I don't want nothing serious right now. Instead of walking away, doing what Kenny said, let me go find somebody who wants a serious relationship right now. You'll stay there in hopes that eventually I could change that person's mind. I can get them to start thinking more like me.
You see, people, don't try to change people. Don't try to heal people. Do not try to heal people, okay? If they want to heal along you, that's fine, but don't try to heal people. Healing people is an empathic trap. Stop with the healing, man. Like you got to find somebody who's healed.
Me, and that's where the issue comes in at. And then what makes me mad is you got people on the other side of the fence saying, well, a lot of times people say one thing and their actions show another, and da-da-da-da. And this is why that this is a problem for me. Because if somebody makes an announcement like that at the top of the relationship, hey, I don't want a relationship right now, I'm not looking for anything serious, there will be no actions for me to consider after that's over with. Because you told me what it is, right? The only way that I can see actions contradicting that is if I stay there, right? But if you tell me I don't want a relationship and I know I do, I'm walking. There will be no actions.
Again, the thing is that some people are just plain hard-headed, my dude. Some people are hard-headed. Some people just cannot accept when somebody just doesn't like them back. And it makes it difficult for everyone. It makes it difficult for me as a coach, but it also makes it harder for you.
Age you are right now, do not chase someone who's showing you that they're not sure about you, or that they're not respecting you, or that they're not thinking about you. I don't care what age you are right now, do not chase someone.
That's how it is. If somebody is not acting desperate for you, if somebody's not breaking their rules for you, if somebody is not getting hurt on your behalf, if somebody's not lowering their self-esteem for you, if somebody's not making sacrifices for you, you don't want them. Any man that truly loves you will willfully sacrifice himself for you. That's just how that works. And I'm not saying that as a male feminist and as like a white knight for you. You guys know goddamn well, I don't care offending you guys to tell you the truth. I am not your little angel dating coach, okay?
Is the reality. A man who is unsure is most likely not going to commit. And at that point in time, it is not your job to change his mind, because he is probably going to take.
A lot of you guys think you're Xavier, you're Dr. X, Xavier from X-Men. A lot of you ladies think that you guys have that telepathic poom poom that changes people's mind with just a squeeze. Like, no, motherfucker. Okay, calm the hell down. All right. Men make up their minds, and a lot of the times, yes, a man will decide whether or not he wants to be in a relationship based on your looks. That's one thing. But also, there is a natural chemistry that's like that you both have, that's unique to you guys, that is a life of its own. And what that is what that is. So if after 2 months you're not happy with the dynamics that you guys have, it's not gonna change. You gotta understand, there's a lot of people out there in the world. You could walk outside, join a hiking club, join a meditation group, and meet a lot of people. The problem is that a lot of us we're just hard-headed. We just get gun-ho on one person, and we think that this one person is the soulmate for us. And when it goes wrong, it's completely disappointing, because we hyped ourselves up. We said to ourselves, we finally found the one. And unfortunately, that's why you have to develop a meditation practice. A meditation practice will give you the fulfillment that you seek in a relationship. I'm not even kidding with you. It just will.
Advantage of the situation and the power you give him. Ladies, here is the reality. A man who is unsure is most likely not going to commit. And at that point in time, it is not your job to change his mind, because he is probably going to take advantage of the situation and the power you give him. Ladies, here is the reality.
That's how that works, people. And the hard part is that when you know you're feeling that uncertainty, the problem is that there's always a whisper on the other side of your ear that tells you maybe you're wrong. Maybe he does like you. Maybe you should chase that one time. Maybe Father Alex is wrong. I think I'm right this one time. Stop challenging Father Alex, okay? Stop it. Even I'm wrong. Even I'm right. I was in that situation, and I was like, you know what? That fucking Father Alex was right the whole time. Hopefully this happens to you multiple times, that the next time you feel that feeling of confusion and uncertainty, you take that as a negative cue and say, you know what this is telling me is that I should walk away. When you do that, you have developed wisdom. Anyways, hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know what other videos you guys want me to react to. Let me know what other I want to look into more celebrity relationship issues, so that I could maybe bring that up and use that as an example for you guys. Let me know in the comments down below when I could, what type of celebrity, who do you guys want me to break down? Should I break down Jada Smith and Will Smith? Should I break down Justin Bieber and Hailey Bieber? Or should I break down Trump and his wife? I don't fucking know. Anyways, take care. Bye-bye.